Why people truly fall in love with you. Have you ever wondered why people truly fall in love with you? Is it because of the way you look? Your achievements? Your charm in conversation? Maybe those things catch someone's attention for a moment. But they don't hold love. Not real love. According to the wisdom of the Buddha, love isn't just a fleeting emotion or a chemical reaction. It's a reflection. A mirror of who you are inside. Of your state of mind, your inner light, the energy you carry without even knowing. In this world, we often try so hard to be lovable, fixing ourselves, performing, pretending. But the truth is, the love that lasts doesn't come from what you do. It comes from what you are. And that's the journey we are taking together today. In this video, I want to walk with you not just through the common ideas of romance, but into something deeper. We'll explore 8 powerful reasons why people fall in love with you, not because of your appearance, your status, or your success, but because of your essence. Because of the peace you radiate. The presence you offer. The truth you live. You might be surprised. Some of the most magnetic qualities aren't loud. They don't show up on a resume or on social media. They are quiet, but unforgettable. So I invite you to listen not just with your ears, but with your heart. And as we go through these reasons, take a moment to reflect. Have I seen these qualities in myself? Have I honored them, nurtured them? Or have I been taught to hide them, thinking they are not enough? The Buddha once said, "What you are is what you have been. What you will be is what you do now." So today, let this moment be a turning point. Let it remind you that real love isn't something you chase. It's something you embody. And the people who are meant for your path, they won't love you because you're perfect. They'll love you because you're real. So, are you ready to discover what makes your soul so deeply lovable? Let's begin with the first reason. People fall in love with your inner peace. Why people fall in love with your inner peace? Let's begin with the first reason people truly fall in love with you. It's not your looks. Not your success. Not even your words. It's the peace you carry. The calm you radiate without even trying. The Buddha once said, "Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without." And in a world that constantly pulls us outward, into distractions, into worries, into noise, finding someone who feels deeply centered is rare. Almost sacred. Have you ever noticed that? When everything feels like it's spinning, and then you meet someone who doesn't rush, who listens fully, who doesn't react, just responds with presence. It's like exhaling for the first time in hours. Their energy isn't dramatic. They don't try to fix everything. They are just still. Grounded. Real. That's what inner peace does. It creates space. And people fall in love with that space because it feels safe. You don't have to say anything profound. You don't have to be anyone else. Just by being calm, being anchored, being present, you become a refuge in someone else's storm. Now, here's the deeper part. This peace isn't something you're born with or without. It's something you cultivate. Through mindfulness. Through meditation. Through learning how to let go of what no longer serves you. You stop needing to control everything. You stop reacting to every emotion or story. You start returning, again and again, to what the Buddha called right view, seeing life clearly, with compassion and acceptance. And something beautiful happens when you do that. People begin to notice, even if they don't know why. A friend who's always anxious suddenly feels more at ease around you. A partner who's been carrying emotional chaos finds themselves softening in your presence. A stranger smiles at you longer than expected, as if they felt something. That's the power of inner peace. It doesn't shout. It doesn't beg for attention. But its presence is unforgettable. Let me ask you. Have you ever been told, "I don't know why, but I feel calm around you"? That's not random. That's your energy speaking. That's your practice showing. Because while many chase love by doing more, proving more, pleasing more, true love often arrives through stillness. So if you've been wondering why people gravitate toward you, why they open up without you asking, why they feel like they can just be around you, it might be because you offer something this world is starving for. A place to rest. A place to breathe. A place where love doesn't have to be loud. That's not just beautiful. That's healing. And it begins with you. People fall in love with your unconditional compassion. Let's talk about something subtle yet powerful. Something the world doesn't always celebrate, but quietly remembers. Your compassion. Not the kind that's loud or dramatic. Not the kind that seeks applause. But the kind that simply shows up, softly, steadily, without expecting anything in return. The Buddha once said, "True love is unconditional, it is the desire to see others free from suffering." And in that teaching, you'll find one of the deepest reasons people fall in love with you. It's not your smile. Not your achievements. It's the way you care, even when no one is watching. You comfort a friend at 2 a.m. just because they needed someone. You listen to someone's pain without interrupting or fixing. You forgive not because the other person deserves it, but because you no longer want to carry the poison of resentment in your own heart. That's not weakness. That's spiritual strength. In Buddhism, this is known as karuna, compassion born from understanding, not pity. It's the gentle power of the heart to stay open even when it's been hurt. To keep loving without keeping score. And here's the thing. We all meet people who are kind when it's easy. But people fall in love with those who are kind when it's hard. When someone is hurting but still chooses to be gentle. When someone could walk away but stays, quietly offering presence. When someone loves you without asking you to change first. Think about this. What are the moments in your life that you still hold close? Chances are, they are not grand gestures. They are small acts of compassion, someone who stayed when you cried. Someone who didn't judge when you made a mistake. Someone who made you feel seen when you felt invisible. Those are the memories that carve a home in the heart. So if you've ever wondered, why do people feel so connected to me? It might be because you make them feel human. Because you remind them that goodness still exists. Because your kindness, even when unnoticed, is deeply felt. And in a world where many people love for what they can get, you become unforgettable simply by loving without asking for anything in return. That's not just rare. That's sacred. Because real compassion doesn't demand attention, it becomes it. And those who experience it may not always say it out loud. But in their hearts, they never forget the way you made them feel. People fall in love with your authenticity, not your performance. We live in a world that rewards performance. From the way we dress, to the way we talk, to the curated posts we share online. It's easy to get caught in the loop of trying to impress. But here's something most people forget. You don't fall in love with a mask. You fall in love with a soul. The Buddha taught, be true to your nature. Do not wear a mask, even if the world demands it. And that, my friend, is one of the most magnetic things about you. Your authenticity. You're not perfect. But you're honest. And that's what people remember. You don't pretend to have all the answers. Sometimes you say, I don't know. Other times you laugh at your own mistakes or admit, yeah, I messed up. But here's the beauty in that. When you show up as yourself, flawed, evolving, real, you give others permission to do the same. And that's rare. Because most of us are taught to hide our softness, to edit our truth, to play a part. But people don't fall in love with a performance. They fall in love with presence. The presence of someone who listens with sincerity. Who speaks from the heart, even if their voice shakes. Who doesn't try to fit into a mold just to be accepted. Think of the last time you met someone truly authentic. Wasn't there something quietly powerful about them? Something that made you feel like you could take off your own mask too. That's what your honesty does. It creates space for trust, for depth, for connection that actually means something. You don't have to have the perfect story. You just need the courage to share your real one. And the people who love you for it. They are not just admiring a version of you, they are connecting to your essence. Because authenticity isn't loud. It doesn't scream, look at me. It just stands quietly in truth and lets love come closer. So if you've ever wondered whether being your true self is enough, let this be your reminder, it's more than enough. In fact, it's the very thing that makes you unforgettable. People fall in love with the healing